Hey guys, what's up? Nico again here. And in today's 3D Printed Profits episode, I have with us Greg. Greg, where are you coming from, man?
I'm close to Fort Knox, Kentucky, close to
Kentucky. All
Louisville.
right,
Yeah.
cool. And so we're just going to talk to Greg about his business, see how he got started, how he's building it, so on and so forth. Um, but before that, make sure you guys join us in the 3D Printing Side Hustle group. The link for that is in the description below. And make sure you guys join me in my 1 hour masterclass where I teach you guys how to make your own and start your own 3D printing business. So, anyway, let's start. Greg, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you being here, man. I know a lot of people are busy, and I really just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to come hang out with me and the guys who are
No
watching us
problem.
right now.
No problem at all.
Cool, man. So let's get started. So, um, is your business currently, is that still a side hustle?
Yeah, it is for now. I'm hoping uh, if it keeps growing the way it's growing, it won't be too long. I can turn it into a full-time job.
Cool, man. So what is the main hustle currently?
3D printing, Etsy.
No, no. So no, I mean for your day job, like what is your main hustle?
Oh, my main job. I work for um, one of the largest cable companies in the country. I won't mention the name, but it's one of the two. But I'm a line technician. I drive around the bucket truck. I fix the outages and do all the work on the main lines outside, that kind of thing.
Okay, all right. And how did you get into 3D printing? Like I see you got some pretty good sized machines behind you.
Well, you know, I've always been kind of a techie person. I always interested in technology, interested in the newest gadgets coming out. I used to work for Geek Squad for a while too. I worked there for about 6 years. Um, but when 3D printers started getting a little more popular back to, I want to say around 2016, when I really started taking notice of them. And I just wanted one really bad because I thought it was so cool that you could just create a file and print it and boom, you can make anything you want to right then
Right.
and
From
there. I just thought that
imagination
was
to computer to a
right.
physical manifestation of it. Right. Yeah.
There's no limit to what you can make there. And it just, I was really intrigued by it and I just loved the idea of it. And I had to have one.
Yeah. I think that's how we all felt when we first saw that thing, right?
That's really what started. I didn't start it with the intention of starting a business with it, but that's kind of how it went.
It just kind of fell in your lap, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. I started by making, pardon me, my allergies. I'm out here in the country. Um, my, I started making. I played the video game Destiny with my father-in-law and a couple
Hmm.
guys from work. And I don't know if you've ever played or not, but there's a little. It's a little AI robot. They call it a ghost, and it hovers around, follows you around, helps you do stuff. Well, I'm really into like
Uh-oh. Did we lose Greg?
my printer. So I made one, and everybody thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I made my father-in-law one, and I made him a gun from the game. And I made a buddy of mine that I worked with, that I played with. I made him one of the ghosts, and it just, everybody wanted one. Everybody thought they were so cool, and it turned into, well, I thought I could make a few dollars off of this on Etsy, and started from there. And then I started making those, and I make all different kinds of them. If you look at my Instagram, I got a ton of different ones I make, post pictures of on there. And I'm real big into Guardians of the Galaxy too. I started making Star Lord blasters and Star Lord helmets. I make the orb that Star Lord put the stone in at the beginning of the first movie. And I make those orbs, and and then from there, just now I make a. I don't know if you're a Stranger Things fan or not, but I really like that show, and I made a prop from that show. Let me. So can I show you?
Yeah, you can go and grab it.
Well,
Um,
here's right here. If you
man,
can
that looked
see
like the
that.
Ninja Turtles thing.
Kinda, but in the third season of Stranger Things, it's all about the Russians under the mall and that kind of thing, and they have these things, and it's supposed to be like fuel for the laser that they're using to reopen this portal, basically. Uh, And I just thought it was cool. So I designed that and made it myself from scratch. And actually takes 9-volt battery in there, magnetic closure on it. And it lights up. I don't know if you'll be able to tell because it's so bright in here, but
That's pretty
yeah,
cool, man.
that's a big seller there, and it's all my design. And I sell 3D printed topographical maps, and it just, like I said, it just I've been adding stuff slowly but surely, making more things, trying to get it to where I can make it into a full time gig. But I'd love to quit my day job and do this full time.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
So what was your first machine? What was it? What was the initial investment in this entire
Uh,
thing?
it was the cheapest one I could find. It was an ANET A8,
And how much was that?
$125
Good
at
for
Amazon.
you. And
And
how much
believe
are
it
we
or
making
not,
a month now?
you can still see us. I still got it working. How much am I making a month now?
Yeah. In profit, not
Um,
revenue, profit.
profit after Etsy fees,
Mhm.
after I buy a filament,
After all
whatever,
expenses, material, everything.
whatever else I'm making. After profit, just profit, I'm making about 1,500 a month.
Nice, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Before everything, if you want a gross figure, it's about 3 grand a month.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. So
and
with
that's on a
material
normal
and all
month.
that other costs, you're at about a 50% margin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now, like I said, it's just side gig. It's some extra money, but I got a laser engraver now. I'm getting to where I'm getting the hang of. I'm going to start selling some laser engraved stuff and that kind of thing too. So
Nice, man.
yeah,
So those two businesses actually do complement each other, right?
yes,
The laser engraving and the 3D printing and CNC. So those are the big three.
they do. I thought it would be the next logical step.
Yeah, I agree. So
Yeah.
how did you get your first clients and customers when you first got in the business?
Um, mainly just I work with the Etsy for the most part because they advertise for you. They do some advertising and that kind of thing. I threw it out there on Facebook. I joined a few groups on Facebook, um, a couple video game forums to show off the ghosts that I was making from Destiny and that kind of thing, and just word of mouth too. Hey, this guy's making this is really cool. You should check it out. Hey, I want one of those. Well, I got it from this guy.
Word of mouth is
That
so
kind of,
powerful.
it is. It is.
Um, and so what happened next, right? So you start to sell a few of these. The Destiny Ghost is your biggest seller. And that's what really propelled you out. What did you do with that money then? Did you just start buying more machines?
Well, at first, my first year doing it, I probably I wasn't super busy, but I was busy enough to where oh, I got a extra couple $100 in my pocket. I've been looking to buy this for my truck or this for that or whatever. I got a little extra money, so I'm gonna get this or Christmas coming up. It's a little extra money for Christmas gifts, that kind of thing. And I'd buy a spool of filament here and there because the ghosts I sell for 56.99 a piece, and out of a spool of filament, I could probably get 7 or 8 of them out of it.
Nice.
So yeah. So I'd sell one or two, and I'd get them done, ship them out, and then I would print a few things for fun or whatnot. And then it just got to the point, like my first year, just to give you an idea, my first year, I started in, I opened my store in, I think, 2018. If you hear a crazy noise, uh, it's a French bulldog.
Okay, I was like, man, something is growling. And you were just talking about Stranger Things.
Right, right. But it's my son's dog. Um, I started in about 2018. I opened my store. I apologize. I'm getting a distraction right here. Uh, Okay, so I started my shop about December of 2018, I think it was. I didn't get my first real sale till around March, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so first year was kind of slow. Um, my first year, I ended up making about 5,000 on Etsy.
It's not
Um,
bad.
no, a couple other sales here and there. A couple people bought stuff, people that I know, or people through a forum or Facebook, something like that. And then 2019, uh, I made about 12,000. So started picking up, started getting a little better.
It's more than
Uh,
double.
yeah. Uh, 2020, I had about 20 that year, 20,000 that year. And then 2021, just this past year, I hit $30,000.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So it's slowly going up. And this year I'm on track to probably make close to 40.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
The
how are
point
you?
I'm at now is to where,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's
I was
cool, man.
going to
Go ahead.
say
Go
the
ahead.
point I'm at now, oh, I've kind of reached the point where between my full time job and my Etsy shop, I'm kind of getting to the point where I can't get much more due to time, from work and my normal day job.
Yeah. So at this point, um, you're gonna have to say, am I good with this, or should I, take a leap,
Right,
right?
right. It's getting to be that point.
Yeah. All right. So how do you price these things, man? How are you targeting your profit margin?
So the way I look at some of them is kind of the way I look at if I'm doing overtime at my main job. One or two is not going to get you a whole lot, but 30 or 40 will. So some of the things that I sell, like my ghosts, um, they're pretty easy to do. So I tend to make about, I don't have that. I had it all written down for everything I sell as to how much my cost is per item and how much I'm making per item. But on the Ghost, I sell so many of them, and I probably make. I sell them for $56.99 unless it's a custom. Sometimes I'll do customs and I'll charge a little more. But I'm when it's all said and done, I'm making about $25 a piece on those. And then my containers, my Prometheum containers that I make, the ones from Stranger Things I sold, um, I am making. It costs me $20 to make one of those. I sell them for $89.
Okay.
So I'm making about 65 to $70 a piece off of those. I try not to make it too big because I get on Etsy a lot and I look around to see if anybody else is selling the same thing. Um, and I try to at least match their price, maybe get a little bit better price than them, just to kind of drive the traffic more towards my page. I don't try to make a whole lot off of each thing, but I try to make enough to where it's worth my time. And my wife keeps telling me I need to raise my prices, but I don't. I'm afraid to raise them too much because I sell a lot of what I do sell,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't want to drive anybody away.
I see. I see.
But
Um, so what does your printer farm look like now? How many machines are you up to?
I'm running 8 right now. I have a CR10 V2, a V3, a CR10S V2 Pro. That name just kills me. Uh, I have two Ender 3 V2s and Ender 3 S1 Pro.
All right. So
Then,
full line of Creality, huh?
yeah, then I still have the ANET A8 that I started out with. And that thing, a lot of people talk down about them, but I've had that printer since 2017, 2018, and I have run that thing to death, and it's still going. A few little upgrades. And then I also have an Anycubic Photon resin printer.
All right. And what are you printing with that resin printer?
Mainly, I print a replica of the orb from Guardians of the Galaxy, the orb that Star Lord carries
Yeah,
the
because
stone
it's
around him.
it's such a high detail. Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets that really intricate detail. All I have to do is remove the supports. I got it set up to where all the supports are either on the inside of it or on one side, to where the when I put the inner insert into it, it hides all that support mess. And all I got to do is a real light sanding over to remove the support marks on the one side. So it's a pretty quick, easy thing to do.
Cool, man. So you said you do your own designs. What design software are you using?
Um, I don't do a whole lot, but I do a little bit. But I'm trying to learn Fusion 360, but Tinkercad is the old go-to.
Tinkercad, huh?
Yeah, yeah. My containers I make, I totally did that in Tinkercad. My blasters, with the blasters, I designed them myself, but I didn't start out 100% from scratch. I started out with a blaster that I found that had the basic shape to it, and then just it took me probably 6 months of working on it to get it to where I wanted it. But I'm not very good at organic shapes. I can't really do organic shapes, but uh, other stuff I can do pretty well.
I see. I see. Um,
Um,
and you're only selling on Etsy, right? You don't have your own website or anything like that?
well, I started my own website, um, and then with my wife and I, between me working full time and then like my schedule is I go to work. I'm at work at 8 o'clock. I get off at 5. I get home about 6. I come in, kiss my wife, tell her I love her, and then I go out to the garage and I start working on Etsy stuff.
There you go.
I come back in, maybe eat dinner. If not, I'm back in about 10 or 11 at night. I'll take a shower, go to bed, and then repeat the next day.
But make sure you don't get in
So,
trouble for that. She'll
well, I promise her one night a week. One night a week we'll do husband wife things.
date
You
night.
know,
All right. Hey, date
right,
night is
right,
important. All right, you guys listen. Take it from two married men, right? We're
right.
married. I'm on my second wife. You guys, date night is important.
It is. It is.
It's
And
important.
and even sometimes I get so busy I totally forget about that one night, and then of course I get in trouble. But
That's your ass. I can't help you there.
you got to get that time in.
You have to. You have to.
But
Um, so what else is working today in terms of marketing, man? What's ringing in the cash register? What's bringing traffic?
um, I tried a little bit of Facebook. I try to do Facebook Marketplace, and I have like zero interest on there. I've had since I've had my listings on there, it's been well over a year. I've had like two people hit me up for something, but so far Etsy, and I get on Instagram, and I post a lot of stuff on Instagram tags. I've got a lot of traffic in from that way too. Instagram more so than Facebook.
There you go. So do you
Yeah,
have any Instagram secrets that we wanna you wanna
I wish I,
indulge us
I
with?
wish I did.
You just gotta post consistently, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. You got to keep the posts coming, and like I said, I'm getting to the point where I'm so busy uh, that I haven't even been doing that much yet. I think I'm going to hire my daughter-in-law to do all my social media stuff and have her just TikTok, Instagram, just post all kinds of stuff.
There you go. I'm not much of a social media person either.
Yeah,
I consume social media. I don't really, aside from
same.
YouTube, obviously, right?
Right.
Um, but yeah, so what's next for you, man? What's the future for the business? How are we gonna grow this thing?
I mean, I want to, I got right now, I have a 30 by 40 garage, and I got plenty of room. I'm getting ready to buy one more printer because like I said, I'm still getting busier and busier. I'm going to add more items to my shop. Um, just I need to add more items that I can just print and throw them in a box, print a label, and ship it out. Right now, a lot of the stuff I do a lot of sanding, painting, finishing work type stuff. Um, but I need to add some more things that I can just print and throw in the box and ship them out. That's kind of why I bought the laser engraver. I can throw it in there, engrave it, box it up, and send it out. I don't have to sand it and paint it and all that stuff. But um,
Minimum finishing.
exactly,
You
that's
go
because
from the
that's
printer to the box and gone.
yep, because that's what takes up a lot of my time right now is a lot of finishing work. So and not that I mind to do it because I really like to paint. I really like to do that stuff. But for me to grow more, I need I need more time to do it at home. But so I get plenty of vacation throughout the year, and sometimes I'll just take a week off and stay home and just do Etsy stuff and get Etsy stuff caught up and done. Uh, but hopefully, I got a few things in the works that I can free up some extra cash where I'd be able to take the time to quit my job and just go head first into it and get it as big as I want it to.
There you go, man. Well, congratulations, man. It sounds like you got a
Thank
good
you.
thing going on out there. People struggle to make $100 a month extra, and
Yeah,
you're doing 15 times that. So congratulations, Greg.
thank you.
Congratulations, man.
And
So let's wrap this up with your number one tip for anyone who wants to start their own 3D printing business.
um, do what you like. I mean, that's the way I started. I just started out making what I liked and what I thought was cool. And luckily, lots of other people thought it was cool too, and they decided to buy it. So
There you go, man.
that's kind of
Wait,
the way I look at it.
hey, I think that's how everybody who makes money looks at it, right? You got to like what you do.
Right,
All
right.
right. All right, man. That's it for me. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Greg, thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I
Hey, you're
know you're
welcome.
swamped, and I just want to say thank you for being here, man.
Hey, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Cool. All right, guys. Catch you later.
Have a good one.